She was damn priest. Is a proclamation that says no one shall enter from Israel. And where the powers of the president and yeah, somebody actually Googled that shit. See, that's what she is, damn prince. The justices are not expected to actually, yeah, that is her print name. The nurse reveals her name as Diana Prince. Her first appearance was in All Star Comics #8, October 1941. Yeah, no. Diana Prince. As fast as possible to get a check. Tonight, here, the residents are having the ability to get around it. Yeah, we're just waiting. To stay as this. Plus, Jeffrey's find a missing man's body stuffed in a barrel. So we gotta jump in. Is this possible for his death? While the lost works is hitting community members even harder tonight. That and more coming up tonight at 6. The cost of wine may be on the rise. Why you could see that prices. Yeah, they want to go up on wine. Well, motherfuckers just can't enjoy nothing. Hell. It's Kentucky Wildcat. She's on my live. Yeah. Everybody get notifications if they hit the bell. What's going on, Ribby? She said, howdy, y'all. Hey! Hello, Kentucky Wildcat. I'm so bored, I'm ready to go to sleep. What thing was, because I'm kind of pissed off. It's about boxing. Like, because I'm going to ask this question. And I asked my wife this question. If you are a multi-millionaire, are you going to eat the same thing that normal people eat? She said, hi, Miss Bear. She said, hey, Kentucky Wildcat. I'll give you the link. I'll shoot it to you. Just check your Hangouts. This man right here, most of 40 million, and I'm using this by way of fair use. Fair use. Gee. Well, jump on the call, because I would not eat the normal thing that regular people eat. Because this is the story about. Okay, this is why I'm in. Okay, it's Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. Canelo Alvarez tested positive twice on a banned substance called clenbuterol. They found traces amounts of it in his system. Then the second time, they found even a higher dosage of it in his system. So he failed it twice. So they gave him a 6-month suspension. So now here's the thing. This is what he claims. He claims that it was found in the meat. That's how he got it in his system. Now, if you knew this, why would you eat that same fucking meat knowing, hey man, if I eat this meat, I might pop up as a positive? See, now, I have to YouTube.
clenbuterol and what it does. It pretty much you keep the same amount in muscle mass while you lose weight. I don't even know if I fucking spelled that shit right. Yeah, like poppy seeds, and you eat that shit, you gonna pop positive for cocaine. I don't even know how to fucking spell that shit. Let me see if Google. I don't even know. That thing I don't know how to spell on. Yeah. Clenbuterol. Let me. It's pretty much, it's like a steroid. So, you know, steroid, the banned substance. Okay, this video I'm about to play, I'm using this by fair use to this is the fucking ad.
Alright guys, so as promised, I'm going to continue my series on drugs physique athletes take.
Using this by fair use. Fair use.
If you missed the last video where we talked about the strongest anabolic steroid on the market, trenbolone, be sure to check it out, and I'll post a link to that video in the info section below. Now, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I want to make it very clear that the only reason why I'm making these videos is because a lot of people, especially young people, are blindly taking these drugs without any sort of worry as to what the repercussions might be. Social media makes it seem like the only people who suffer horrible side effects from them are the people who are dumb or don't do it right. And at the end of the day, guys, that just isn't true. A lot of factors, including your genetics, play a huge role in the side effects you may experience. And yes, I am against the use of these drugs, but I can assure you these videos are unbiased and just contain the facts about what they do to your body, both positively and negatively. So, what is clenbuterol? Well, clenbuterol, or clen for short, is also known as the cousin of ephedrine. Remember, guys, clen is not a steroid. It's a selective beta-2 agonist/antagonist and a bronchodilator, and its intended purpose is to treat breathing disorders like asthma. Clen comes in pills, spray, or liquid form, and it is illegal for purchase in the USA without a prescription. In the bodybuilding world, this drug is mainly used to lose unwanted fat and get extremely shredded. And actually, clen is used among celebrities who are looking to lose weight fast as well. For example, Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan are celebrities that have publicly admitted the drug. As for which works best, pill, spray, or liquid, there is a lot of talk on which form of clen is better, but there's no consensus. Some people like the convenience of the pill, while others prefer the liquid because of its fast absorption and because of how easy it is to measure the dosages. Now here's where it gets real. 99% of the time when someone tells you that they're dirty bulking, which is when you gain loads of fat in a short amount of time, when it comes time for them to lose all the unnecessary fat gained fast, clen is usually the drug of choice. This is why a lot of you guys scratch your heads wondering why your favorite natty athletes are able to get so shredded so fast when you can barely get your abs to show after 4 weeks of eating clean. And just to give you guys a good visual, here's an example of a before and after of just one cycle of clen.
See?
But what does clen actually do? Well, the reason why clen works so well for getting shredded is because it stimulates your beta-2 receptors, which actively reverses airway obstructions and improve your breathing. But this same stimulation of your receptors can also be used to enhance your metabolic rate. However, Clen doesn't actively burn fat by attacking fat cells. In simple terms, Clen directs your body to burn fat over muscles, and it actually stimulates your metabolism by increasing your body's temperature, which helps you burn more calories over time. And like with many other drugs, people typically stack Clen with other drugs to enhance the results. A common addition to a Clen cycle is cytomel, or man-made thyroid hormone, which helps you burn fat even faster. And I won't get into cytomel now, but I will make a video about it in the future. Now, a term that I use a lot is lean gains. And to make lean gains as a natural athlete, you have to keep a small calorie surplus of around 250 to 500 calories over your TDEE, or total daily energy expenditure, and still incorporate things like HIIT cardio a few times a week. So when you see people claiming that they're on a lean bulk or lean gains, but it is very clear that their calorie intake is exploding the small window of 250 to 500 calories, it should be obvious it's because they're using drugs. And I need to say this because I don't want you guys to think lean gains means eating whatever you want and just do some cardio later. It's not that simple. You have to be very cautious of your protein, carbs, and fat intake in order to grow muscle with as little fat gain as possible. Also, guys, keep in mind that if you're a seasoned lifter of over 4 years, that naturally you're only going to be able to gain about 4 to 5 pounds of muscle a year max, and you can learn more about what to expect in terms of muscle growth in the first 4 years of lifting in my video, Bulking, You're Doing It Wrong. And I'll put that link down in the info section below as well. But the new trend among physique athletes is to use this drug while bulking to keep their weight gain on the cleaner side while feeding their muscles as much as possible with food and steroids. This is because another benefit of Clem is that it can really help with muscle retention and prevent muscle catabolism when cutting. Remember, guys, the hardest trial to overcome for a natural lifter when cutting or getting shredded is not going catabolic and keeping a full look to your muscles. To lose weight, you must put your body in a calorie deficit. So muscle wasting is always a risk, even if you're only cutting 250 to 500 calories a day from your TDEE. So really sit for a moment and think about the struggle natural lifters go through in order to bulk or cut. When bulking, you have to gain some fat. You're in a calorie surplus. It's science, guys. And to cut, you need to be in a deficit, which will result in some muscle loss along with fat loss.
What's that, Ravi?
That was like the protein drinks, like they use to build up muscle or fat, really, and then they turn it into muscle. You can do it that way. I don't know why you have to have fucking steroids and shit.
And think about clenbuterol. If you look at
That could be steroid shots, hardly.
Yeah, if you look at the USADA band,
the doctor gives you when you're sick, you know, those kind, because where my heart, the way my heart is and everything, they don't like giving them to me. So.
Well, here's the thing. USADA has a list on their website of the banned substances that you cannot take.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't be able to. You should do that on your own because you're cheating.
Clenbuterol is one of them. Clenbuterol is one of these drugs.
See, they shouldn't be doing illegal drugs, period. They should get fired.
So it's no wonder why clenbuterol is so popular among physique competitors. It not only helps you cut the unwanted fat, but also makes it easy to keep your muscle mass during the leaning out phase. So what are the side effects? Well, before you start fantasizing about how you can obtain this miracle fat shrink drug you may have just learned about, it's time to talk about them. Now, just like when we talked about trenbolone, even though you may not experience all the side effects that come with this drug, they're all still very common. Side effects include muscle cramps, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate, insomnia, dry mouth, especially of the hands, guys, nervousness, breathing difficulties, sweating, tremors, vertigo, anxiety, headaches, and even heart palpitations. Most people typically take magnesium and potassium to help with the muscle cramps, which can be brutal, and I know it's a mouthful of risks, guys, but now I want you to keep in mind everything I just mentioned and think about how hardcore and intense your workouts are, how much it takes mentally to train hard and heavy. And my question to you is, how the hell are you going to bring at your best with raging headaches, leaking all over, vomiting, dry mouth,
and any of the other side effects listed. Now what I'm going to do for you guys is show you some examples that I found on forum posts of real people talking about their experience using clenbuterol and the side effects that they had from it, because I feel like it's easier for you guys to see as opposed to just getting me giving you guys all the facts and just making it cut and dry. I feel like posts like this
People making like that's not a big deal. Okay,
so
why?
This first post is from T-Nation, from a guy Sonder, and he says, "You become a human vibrator able to crush rocks just by jackhammering them with your grip. Don't eat soup. Actually, don't eat with any utensils around anyone else, or be prepared to answer some questions. And if your job requires any kind of manual dexterity, such as drawing or surgery, have fun." So obviously, guys, here he's having a bit of fun with his post, but you get the idea that the shakes is a very common side effect. And here's a few more forum posts. So this guy says, "By all means, be cautious in your dosing. Even on this thread, we have vastly different tolerances. I ran the same batch of Clen as a buddy, and he struggled to write anything at 80 micrograms a day due to the shakes, whereas I was yawning next to him on 140 micrograms a day. Granted, I'm very stim tolerant, but I'd ensure you to take potassium and taurine along with it, as Clen causes increased excretion of both of them. Also, I believe some of the heat concerns with Clen are due to low taurine levels in the heart." And here's another post. "Yeah, I think I might be just being cheap and lazy. I've got the Clen sitting around and I'd like to use it, and I have the fat to lose. But I also had a buddy my age die from some heart issues, most likely genetic and not due to Clen, by the way, but I'm a little bit more leery than I used to be. As you guys saw in the beginning, some of the side effects include heart palpitations and sudden death, so we don't know for sure, but maybe that's what happened to his friend, and now he's a bit worried." And the next post, here's what this guy had to say. "Clen, I don't like it. Used it before, but the sides, oh, holy shit. Shake, shake, shake. You're not able to do nothing else. To work, to eat becomes a big problem because you cannot put the fork in your mouth. You cannot take a coffee at work without people asking you, 'Are you okay, man?' No, I'm having some Parkinson's attack. I'm fine. Use ephedrine. Effective, less size, and great fat burner, and it's cheap. Clen operates on a single receiver. Ephedrine operates on several, just like caffeine. So you'll feel more energy, more power to train without shaking forever. Clen is a great fat burner, but you'll feel like shit almost every time." And here's one more forum post for you guys. "I can't believe that no one mentioned it already. Clen drains your body's taurine. Take 4 grams of taurine a day that will help with the cramps. Sadly, it might not remove them completely. I remember lying on the floor crying and screaming because of the cramps varying from both quads to both hamstrings. Now that is quite a messed up situation because interrupting a quad cramp triggers the hamstring cramp. Man, that was shit. Haha." Kind of funny just saying haha. Now, you can tell from the post that the side effects are real, and Clen has a half-life of about 48 to 72 hours. So most side effects leave once the Clen is out of your body, but there are long-term side effects as well. In fact, there have been animal studies showing cardiac hypertrophy or an enlarged heart, and it has also been shown that Clen causes collagen infiltration into the structures of the heart, altering its muscle structure, which can lead to sudden death. Also, the use of clenbuterol may worsen any pre-existing heart condition.
So basically, a motherfucker look real buff laying in that goddamn coffin.
Definitely. Do not take it lightly, guys. Higher resting heart rates, higher blood pressure, palpitations, all this stuff can lead to death. As for dosages people take, they can vary based on gender, experience, and goal, but a common starting point for beginners is 20 micrograms a day, and it's recommended to slowly increase this to 40 to 60 micrograms a day by the end of 2 weeks, and then cycle off and back on after another 2 weeks. Some people, as you just heard in one of the forum posts, even end up going as high as 140 micrograms per day. But just remember that the more you take, the more severe the side effects can be, and that's always going to be the deciding factor here in how this drug is going to affect you. Now, the reason why people like to cycloclen is because eventually the receptors that it binds to become saturated or full, and the results diminish. Another factor to consider is money. One 20 microgram pill can cost between 50 cents to $1, so it will add up over time, especially when you consider the additional drugs or supplements that you'll be taking on the side. Another thing I want to mention is that if you're significantly overweight, you shouldn't even think about taking Clen, especially considering the side effects that might already be a problem for somebody with excess body fat. Clen would be for somebody already in pretty good shape, looking for an extra edge. So do the benefits outweigh the risks, guys? Well, that is something that you need to decide for yourself, and for me, personally, the answer is no. Lastly, I want to mention that there are supplements on the market with names very similar to clenbuterol, like Clenbutrix, for example, that are not clenbuterol. These are just supplements that are a lot of the times are nothing more than ephedrine fat burners, and they're purposely named to sound like Clen to trick you into buying them. I hope you guys learned a lot today. Be sure to click that thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're looking for a new program to make real lean gains, check out my 12-week transformation challenge on my website, muscularstrength.com. Once you join the challenge, you'll have access to not only all my workouts, but my custom meal plan app, tons of exclusive videos, and my forums, which are full of amazing community members. And it's a great place to ask your fitness questions or get the motivation you need to train harder than ever. And as always, guys, more good stuff coming soon. See ya.
How do you know what clenbuterol is?
I never did hear what it was, but anyway, they're doping up, and that ain't the good way to do it. If you can't bulk up the natural way, then your ass just don't need to be bulked up. And not. Now, why are you doing a show about that? Is it
because I'm using this video by way of fair use. I do not want to get striked. If you just,
yeah. I'm
finna just show you why. This is one of my favorite boxers, and I'm gonna show you why. Because
what would he get caught on steroids or some kind of shit?
He actually took a punch from Canelo that most people get knocked out, but he just took it like, nigga, that's all you got? You better come forward.
Really. Well, see, I'm one who I don't know why the hell you'd even want to beat the fuck out of somebody that you ain't mad at. I don't know what they think to me.
Hold on. This dude right here, like, you
never really got the whole point of boxing. Beating the hell out of somebody mad at.
No. And he just keeps coming forward and forward. Dude.
So they catch him on drugs or some kind of shit?
No, they run from him. That's the worst thing you can do. You gotta stand in the middle with him and trade. And he'll trade off with you. He cuts off the ring very good. Well, pretty much better than anyone. Dude, look at that face.
See, that's what makes no sense to me. Why do that?
No, he's not the Triple G. That's not the one that's tested positive.
Well, either way, I mean boxing. Period. Why beat the fuck out of somebody you mad at?
He'll take a punch to land two. He'll throw unbelievable lefts.
And that's what I was talking about. I just don't see the point.
Right over top.
They say that dude's like the middleweight version of Mike Tyson.
He is throwing those shots with that intention.
He actually gave somebody permanent brain damage.
Yeah. Like I said. That's why it makes no sense to beat the shit out of somebody you mad at.
Yeah, he broke Kell Brook's eye socket. Everybody was talking that shit. Kell Brook's gonna beat his ass. Shit. I think he got his eye socket broke in the third round. Second and the third round. See, he's all nice and smiling, but when he's fighting, that's all he wants to do, beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. But when he ain't got nothing to give nobody, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah. Doom, go for that body. He went to his house. He went overseas to beat his ass. Boom. And see,
this way, you're actually making your body less and less efficient at gaining muscle and losing fat. When you're in a calorie surplus, which means you're eating more
damn. I'm just using my welfare use. He leaned forward. See, look, just right outside.
Yeah. Well, he volunteered for the shit. Like I done.
Oh, they stopped. Like, they threw the towel. See, he's trying to run, but he's like, where the fuck you going? See, he's trying to run, but he can't run nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you see when he gets hit, he like, okay, come on, bring it. That's all you got? Then it's over. Yeah, that's what that right there. Throwing the towel.
All your team here, politics, money, egos aside, who do you want to fight? I'm a boxer.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you, Reverend, you want to see something? Everyone's saying Canelo won the first time they fought.
See, I don't keep track of boxing.
No,
I don't know who's who.
tremendous puncher, aggressive, one of the best middleweights to come along in an awful long time. You have to go back to Marvin Hagler to find a middleweight as good as Gennady Golovkin. He's defended the title 17 times. The record holder is Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, he has 20. That's who record I want him to beat. I want you to tell me who was outlanding who by the highlights. This is
you didn't take a wildcat looking at boxing.
because the man got no shirt on. That's what she likes.
How you know?
Inspires you every single day.
Told you. Yeah, he hit him in the 9th round, I believe, with a vicious hit, and then he just kept coming. Like, okay, this motherfucker, that's all you got. It's over. If these first 2 rounds, they're starting to fill each other out. So then he starts to realize Canelo's starting to react to his right hand.
Good left hook to the body right there, right behind the elbow. Kind of in the back, more so than the body. This is Triple G landing a beautiful straight right knee, but it's not really no real power on it because Canelo went with it.
Triple G with this fight seems to make it look like Chavez Rosario. Put his man back on the ropes. Now the aggression begins to mount.
Uncomfortable right here.
Being outboxed.
Yes. Something he's never had.
Pressuring his opponent to landing power.
What I'm saying is the same thing I saw from,
And of course, obviously, that shows up later in the fight. Good power shot. And I thought he was in those power shots.
Who do you see keep running to the ropes?
2 rounds to 1. Canelo Alvarez. The hook upstairs is starting to be a useful weapon for Triple G. Starting a lot, but mostly landing jabs. Here's a body shot. Right hand from Triple G.
it was. With right hand back by Canelo.
The champions do when they get hit.
You know it. I like that with that. It sounds like Triple G took command of that round.
I don't know if we see that round differently. I think Triple G came forward and cut off the escape routes.
He's the floor when he wants to do it, when he gets gripped. That's something we've never seen anybody do with Triple G. That's why I say that we've never seen anybody do what they want to do against Fighting Smart. Doing something we've never seen anybody
Uppercut from the right hand.
it works.
Triple G walks right through.
I know you saw that hit.
Yeah, I saw it.
And he's like shaking his head no.
Hard-headed motherfucker, I guess.
He landed a good shot right on the top of the right hand, over top.
Right there.
Yeah.
So he's leaning on the ropes just in case he gets stumbled.
Canelo playing around, letting you know he's comfortable. He throws a shot behind the head, but to Triple G's credit, watch what Triple G does.
That's very, very well. Let me next Canelo into the ropes. There you go. Maximum. On the ropes.
Canelo wearing down Triple G or
I want to get cleared upstairs by a giant Canelo shot.
But the closest is he's getting counted anyway. So he got counted just in when he was in the fight. When he was in the head.
the Brookfire waiting for Triple G to get around the ring. G cutting off the ring is over. Landing more power shots. Canelo missing upstairs.
No.
Piling up numbers. And more punches.
Supposed to allow Canelo to stay in the fight. That's with the right hand.
Look at that jab. If you want to count by points, he out jabs his ass.
He's walking away and walking away, and maybe Triple
These two good fighters. Triple G lands Canelo lands a right uppercut right under the throat. Very good shot by Canelo. You see Triple G lands his own version of it. A jab followed by a left uppercut.
Take that shit, bitch. Yeah, this round, Rock hits his ass with good ass. And watch what keeps happening. And he hits him with that punch. Who still keeps coming forward? She's just watching them because they got no shirt on.
Nah, I don't.
Two right there. And who still keeps coming?
Ain't that what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, most people, they back off when they get hit with a shot like that. Or they got knocked the fuck out. Doom.
When I get pissed, I black out and I don't feel a fucking thing. I'm one of them people that black the fuck out. And everybody has to tell me what the hell I did.
See that punch right there?
Remember. That's only when I'm mad. I could just walk in the ring, somebody and be like, okay, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you now, because no. My mind don't work that way.
Canelo land a good left hook right hand. The right hand was top with the better punch. Then he deflects right hand, which knocked him off balance. Another move by the punch. Knocked off balance by his deflection. Good for defense though. Land the right hand and deflect the overhand right hand. His own left hand. Defense, not Canelo Alvarez.
Absolutely brilliant. That was at as it was on the belt line. One or two since then with Canelo. To his success in the second half of the fight. But those shots still score to Canelo 100%.
Back up, bitch. This round, there was a lot of fucking clinching.
Yes.
Yes, your birthday is like 7 days away.
6 days.
Oh, 6 days. So it's Rodizio. I got it. I got it.
Ice cream. Have you gotten your free scoop? No, I have not. Okay, I will. You give me a ride. What the hell it is? I'm going to be married.
So, from your opinion,
about Jeffo.
Okay, from your opinion, who do you think won the fight, Raven?
I have no idea.
That's all you want to look at. You just want to look at me.
Yeah,
Well, no, I wouldn't even be looking at them men. You're the one showing the shit.
look at the men. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I look at them, but I mean, it ain't no big thing. Because, oh, yeah, you big muscle everywhere except for the fucking place you should have a big one. That don't impress me, honey.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
I cannot comment.
Well, I'm just saying that's all for sure, you know.
Right. I'm
That
accepting.
ain't the part we need, so.
I'm accepting donations for my birthday.
Yeah, my wife accepting donations.
I need to get my car out the shop real bad. We don't have no transportation.
Mo.
Yes, Mom.
I was about to go find me.
Just staying positive. You gotta stay positive. I keep telling y'all, you keep all the negativity away from you, they like to be on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yep, look at that. Red Robin, gourmet burgers. Free burger tomorrow only.
Red Robin?
That was a Friday.
Oh.
Oh, it was like the beginning of April.
That ain't nobody talking.
Chimichangas, you gonna try to make those one better?
Sure, we're trying to make some chimichangas. And I like get some ranch.
In my reality, I like the chickens.
Hey, Rev, you remember this motherfucker right here? The Golden State Killer?
Yeah.
I
I found his ass.
Online, I don't want to sketch no. I mean, I already have one.
That's just old move. This next video off of the shit is by way of fair use. This is kind of funny. It's like when people who talk too much shit goes wrong.
Wearing the white trunks with black trim, weighing in at 159 and 1/2 pounds. He comes to us from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. His professional record, 29 victories, 21 KOs against only 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the #1 right contender in the world.
This one boxing is the shit. Then nobody give a fuck about records. They just want to beat a motherfucking ass.
Again, obey my commands at all times. Shake gloves and good luck. Only 18 of Jones' 96 punches.
That's Roy Jones.
Oh, and down goes Tate. With an inside left piece on the floor. Standing. Richard Steele the kick. Oh, Tate. His corner comes out and stops it. And Roy Jones Jr. does it there. It's early in round 2. His 6th career second round knockout. Tate just walked right into that inside left. There was.
Now what happened, man? Now what happened?
He's not known as a devastating left to starters. They are ready. Fight fans, are you ready? Do you?
anything, please make it straight away, right, Tom. We'll look at anything, bro. We'll look here, bro.
Shave your hair like you used to do in your ears because you look so much better.
Everybody's in the room. White doesn't want to get disqualified. He's a boxer. That's because of required. What's having a close look now? As long as White becomes fire once in a while, which he's doing.
Go ahead, knock his ass out. Oh, night, night, nigga.
Huh.
Night, night. Who said that? Well, night, night, nigga.
Styles make fights. But I mean, there's a moment to be captured here dramatically. And though Pavlik is starting to take control of the fight decently in this round, is he missing this dramatic moment?
Oh, I think he's still out there for him. You know, right now, all he needs to be doing is setting up some serious power shot and going through it.
So night, night, nigga.
Without having too much in him, without getting just completely reckless. Maybe a little bit more Gotti would be nice. Maybe if he's talked about earlier. He's a long
And Raul Gotti just waves it off.
That's the buzz. He does the Gucci.
What's up? We going night, night.
We have any questions? ¿Tiene alguna pregunta? Ninguna, solo quiero porque vamos a trabajar on the square work. Vamos a trabajar. 172 libras. We're going to try to beat him with short punches. A red cross followed by a sensational.
Oh, the sister right down. Just go ahead down. Go night, night, niggas.
Two beautiful body punches from De La Hoya. It was a very close decision. A lot of people thought he could have gotten it. De La Hoya had two brilliant left hooks. Brilliant inside left hooks. While Mayorga was punching over him. Mayorga, great combination. Combination to the body. He gets shot upstairs. Down goes Mayorga. Discouraged on Mayorga's face. I think he's pretty much given up. De La Hoya has more hand speed than Ricardo Mayorga, and he's proving it face to face. It's all over. This fight is over. A great performance by Oscar De La Hoya. And as I said before, Jim, when a popular fighter who's had problems comes back with a great performance, it's all the problems have gone away.
La acción comienza, acelerada rápidamente. Julio César Chávez, que lo viene su mejor golpe, lo comienza a pintar.
Yeah,
Serven arriba y
that's
abajo.
Chavez.
De esa manera, los grandes
That motherfucker was a beast.
tratando de lanzar golpes, a ver si llega a la manera de Julio César Chávez, pero esa izquierda se anticipa. Ricardo que está trabajando un poco más de cintura porque antes estaba muy estático frente a Oscar De La Hoya. El hombre no moviendo demasiado la cintura y ahora lo vemos más. ¡Otra vuelta derecha! ¡Se fue!
Go night, night.
Con los angelitos y a ver a dónde llega en el pensamiento.
Y este no se levanta de ahí del parque de béisbol de Culiacán.
He is a deeply religious man who tonight dedicates his effort to all Muslims and every believer around the world. And at this time, to honor his father and family heritage, he is requested to say a few words.
If you write anything,
I hate fucking
all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
as a student,
There you go.
Family heritage, he is requested to say a few words. Allahu Akbar! Allah is the greatest! Allahu Akbar! Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Get your ass beat, nigga.
You're the dude talking to him like, English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Not looking here. He is watching and picking his spots. It's a very interesting choice of fight plan by Herrera, and he's making it work very effectively in round one. You can see the left hook up there and a couple of shots to the body. Round one is all for Herrera, and Prince Nassim takes several power shots from the Mexican star. Seems that the Cesar Soto found in Detroit, as Herrera is either pulled down by Hammond or pushes him down. But Prince is the aggressor. Right hand and a left. Herrera's fighting the way he is. Herrera lands it down. Stay away from that left hand. Big left hand by Herrera inside. He got him one position yet. Like he couldn't go damage to you. Rather than saying, now you're off. Throw off. Huge left hand. Fighter like Ferrara doing. Clowning with a clown. Big right hand to the body again. He's going to pick up the power. As stalking and trying to land that left cross.
Knock his ass fuck out.
You see the Prince just will not finish up with a shot.
Very professional. Big left hook by Morella. But he hasn't thrown anything with it. Can you believe the odds on this fight for 3.5 to 1? Can you believe 28 out of 30 riders pick them in? Where is the respect for Marco Antonio Barrera to turn it against him?
Man will not come back with any shot.
And the endless crowd is seated and quiet. He wants to close the show with authority.
His corner told him to just box, and he's not taking that advice. He's going for it.
One left hand won't do it.
Too much cheating.
Barrera pounds Nassim into the ring post. Left hook by Barrera.
Marco Antonio.
Unanimous decision. I want him to get the fucking. I think I'm gonna end this because we'll do the mugshot game.
He's now told to release the link to come into the chat.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end this broadcast and I'll come back with the mugshot game.
So Julius ain't gonna do no mugshot game. I already know that.
Why?
I don't know. He just don't.
Excuse me.
Look, that was the dude. They say 45 rapes.
It ain't as fun as if there's not a lot of people on it.
Yeah, try to get everybody else on. Try to get Super T.
See, I don't know Super T's.
He's in the hangout. I mean, okay. I'll come back with a mugshot.